I've known Dick Cheney through Gerald Ford since 1975. He is the most brutal person I've ever encountered personally, by far. But it's his attitude and his agenda that is so frightening. Who we have in position of president is a figurehead, the spokesperson, which is why back during the Reagan-Bush administration, while George Bush and Dick Cheney were running everything from behind the proverbial wizard's curtain or behind the scenes, then Ronald Reagan could be up front and say what they needed him to. Because he was an actor, he was able to do that. But he wasn't the one who was running the country, not back then. And so it has gone now through various administrations. With Bill Clinton, for example, which was, I've known Bill Clinton since 1979 when he was governor of Arkansas, and I knew him through some CIA black ops that were involved in the CIA cocaine operations going through Mena, Arkansas. But Bill Clinton was being groomed to slip into the office of president because he would do and say what needed to be done, and he certainly had the ability to manipulate people with the way that he spoke. And therefore it was decided in 1984 that, I heard him and George Bush talking at Swiss Villa Amphitheater in Lampe, Missouri, that when people became disillusioned with Republicans leading them into the New World Order, then Bill Clinton as a Democrat would be put into place. It happened. I had also, and this is in Transformation of America, and it was released in 1995. That information that had been compiled. Was aware of this for so many years, and also that George Bush Jr. was going to be put into the office of president, not as someone who could think for himself, but as someone who would do exactly what he was told to do. George Bush Jr. can deliver a speech very well, because all he has to do is voice it and mouth it exactly like he's told to do. But to ask him a question that he has to think of creatively or to answer on his own, the tongue goes to the side of the mouth and he doesn't come off just very, very, very bright. That's because he's not the one who's thinking of where our country is going or where it's been. He's not the one who's aware. We got to look behind the scenes. The person that we see, the figurehead that we see as president, is not the one that's in control, and the next one's not likely to be either. And I believe that's why that Schwarzenegger's being groomed accordingly, because he too is an actor and he can voice and say whatever he's told to do as well. This is coming unless we wake up and wise up. But according to the plans that I heard at Bohemian Grove in Northern California, at the Swiss Villa Amphitheater, which is actually a CIA mind control epicenter where they train military special forces. Also Mount Shasta, California, where they train military special forces with mind control, which was where I had seen George Bush Jr. being programmed and trained and groomed as well. These particular